Running is not the most popular sport or way to exercise, but for most people, they really do enjoy it. And I, being one of those people, I'm here to talk to you and to persuade you that running is really good for you. It promotes health. For all of those people who are not motivated, I hope this will motivate you enough to maybe consider that the fact that running is good for you, but to keep this persuasion as far from opinion as I can, I will start with all the things that someone who despises running will want to hear. If you are against running, you already know how painful and tiring it is. There are many terrible things that you can literally run into. According to Mandy Ross at Livestrong Web Magazine, overtraining can actually lead to a negative effect on your physical and emotional well-being. It is possible that overtraining can lead to a defeat in your athletic performance. When I was in track a few years back, I was also enjoying a light season of basketball in the springtime. I didn't realize how dangerous an overexertion on my body could be. After school, I would go to track practice, and after that, I'd head to the gym. I already knew that I had issues with shin splints, but I just pushed past the pain and kept practicing. Finally, one day at a track meet, I lined up for the 3,000-meter race, and I started to run. Before I knew it, I couldn't bear any weight on my left leg. I suffered from a hairline fracture in my left fibula that put me in a boot for 3 months, an additional 2 months of therapy. Another thing that Mandy Ross expresses in her article is that exercise can actually take away from your life and become addictive. I found myself in this position again later in my high school career. I would leave home at 6 o'clock in the morning and wouldn't get home till 8 o'clock at night. I'd leave in the morning for my early bird running class and get home after practice. On the off season, I found myself missing out on a lot of family get-togethers and opportunities just to put in my miles. I missed family birthdays, friend birthdays, opportunities of service, and just putting time in with my family just so I could run. Just as you can see, there are many things about running that isn't so sweet. But with a good balance of family and exercise, it can have a lot of benefits too. One thing that I love about running is how it can make me feel. It makes me feel so good, and when I feel good, I look good. Under Exercise and Depression, WebMD shares a lot of the following facts. Running can improve your self-esteem and put you in a good mood. It also lowers the rate of depression, and when you exercise, your body releases endorphins, which makes you happier, and it reduces pain perception. Also, endorphins release morphine into your body that acts as a sedative. This could ultimately lower your risk of becoming addicted to pain medication. Some more added benefits from running are these that follow. It strengthens your heart, it increases your energy levels, it lowers blood pressure, tones and strengthens muscles, builds and strengthens bones, reduces body fat, and wards off anxiety, along with depression. From those benefits, I'd like to talk about one in particular and share an experience with you. Weight-bearing exercises and high-intensity workouts like running can help build and strengthen your bones. Some gathered information from the National Osteoporosis Foundation and the NHI Osteoporosis and Related Disease Resource Center say that those who exercise regularly generally achieve greater peak bone mass than those who do not. I have a friend who I ran with regularly. We would run a few days a week, about 4 to 6 miles averaging when we ran each day. And one day after a run, he drove home and I received a phone call about 30 minutes later from his mother saying that he got in a car wreck. And this wreck consisted of his little Volkswagen Bug flipping 3 times and him accumulating a broken collarbone, a split brow, and a broken femur. Later, when I was able to visit him in the hospital, he told me that if he hadn't been running with me all of this time, he would have lost his leg. His leg would have not been strong enough, and the tissue surrounding it wouldn't have been strong enough to keep it intact. One of the last things that I'd like to go over is that running can also reduce your risk of heart attack, stroke, a various amount of different chronic diseases, and it can also fend off high blood pressure. I bet most of you know someone who has suffered or is suffering currently through one of these diseases or disorders. The Harvard Health published an article on heart health saying that higher aerobic fitness translates into a better athletic performance and lowers the risk of cardiovascular disease. Just 15 minutes of moderate to vigorous exercise a day can reduce your risk of a heart attack, stroke. So I urge you to start now. I said it before and I'll say it again. Running is not the most enjoyable thing to do. It's not your number one pick of exercise. It hurts, you can get injured, and it's time consuming, and it makes you tired. But none of those things will kill you or take away from your life long term. Running will only give you life and opportunity. It promotes health by aiding your mental stability, physical strength, and emotion. If you want to feel good about yourself, dodge depression, or keep your leg, I suggest that you put your sneakers on and start today. Thank you.